Welcome back to Chicago. Dan Leach here with you at Benzinga's Cannabis Capital Conference. Super excited to welcome in Darren Lampert, the CEO and co-founder of GrowGeneration, with the cool vest. I love it.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure always to be at a Benzinga event. My favorite event of the year, Benzinga Chicago and Benzinga Florida.
Well, then I got to tell you, my favorite interview of the day with you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about GrowGeneration. You guys are an industry leader in so many different ways. For those that don't know about you, tell everyone about GrowGeneration.
We formed GrowGeneration 10 years ago, back in 2014, with a mission statement to be the largest supplier of hydroponic equipment in the country. We surpassed that about 6 years later. Right now we have 31 stores in 15 states. We service the largest MSOs in the country to the small single state operators. We have the largest commercial team in the country right now, and also more importantly, the fastest growing private label division. 25% of sales right now are private label brands coming out of GrowGen. We are NASDAQ listed, GRWG, with a very strong balance sheet and connections throughout the industry.
When you look at, this industry as a whole, we were talking before we got started here about, you went to a dinner with a lot of the MSOs and a lot of these different people that maybe have their second, their third, fourth career in this industry, but they're all so incredibly nice, gracious, and they just care about making it the best it could be. That's pretty awesome.
This industry is still in the first inning, and when you take a look, I've been at it for 11 years. 2014 when cannabis went recreation legal in Colorado. And we've seen the ups, the downs, and it's like dog years. Every year is 7 years for us, and we're fighting a fight. And we're fighting a fight for the future. We're fighting a fight for the kids. And right now we're fighting a fight, with regulation, with the government, and the amount of money that's going back to the imprisoned people that have been imprisoned for cannabis. And taking a look right now, the atmosphere at Benzinga is always wonderful. You see tremendous optimism here. And you're seeing what we're building for the future. And the money will come like anything else, and people always ask when. It's time. And, we do run a public company, and we have shareholders, and I tell them the same thing. It's been a crazy roller coaster ride in the last 10 years, but something that I would never change.
Sure. And listen, I won't ask you to make a prediction unless you want to, but it seems like we're at the spot, and you kind of touched on how there's been some pain at times. That's all good industries have to go through that. But that it seems like we're at a precipice where whether it's rescheduling, whether it's federal legalization, all these different things that could happen maybe sooner than people think, where this industry is going to be in a much different spot than it is now in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Are you hopeful right now?
I am certainly hopeful, optimistic, and I see it coming this year, if not at the beginning of next year. I mean, you're seeing approval rates in the mid to high 70s going into the 80s right now. You have Florida coming up on the ballot where You're seeing right now approval rates. I would say mid to high 60s right now. You need 60% approval. I think Florida going adult use recreation is going to be a huge push for the industry. But more importantly, on December 2nd, you will see reschedule. You'll see the rescheduling debate once again. And I do believe that you will see something extremely positive coming out. This started off with Health and Human Services, went to the FDA, and now I do believe that it's nothing more than formality right now. And I do believe that you will see tremendous growth in this industry resuming. And I think people will start making money, which is something that will be,
right.
The hard work will pay off.
You're such a passionate guy, and obviously with GrowGen, you've done so many incredible things in this space. But what does it mean to you on a personal level to be involved?
Like most of us, most of the CEOs of cannabis companies, most of the kids that work for us are not college educated. Their love for the plant is incredible. Their passion's incredible. And I think when you look from the top down, most of the CEOs in this industry and the leaders are as passionate as the kids that we represent, we teach. I think every individual at GrowGen right now can read a balance sheet, can read an income statement. We've given them a college education while working for GrowGeneration, and they've taught me even more. So the give and take with my employees is just unbelievable. Their family, we've built a family atmosphere at GrowGeneration. People like to come to work every day, and the amount of friends that I've met that are employees of me, from 25-year-old kids up to 60-year-olds. I think I am probably the oldest right now at GrowGen, but it's been just a treat of my life. And it's my third career. I'm a securities attorney by background, traded on Wall Street, And, this is my third and final career of my life.
Darren, you're an inspiration to many, and it's been amazing talking to you, Darren Lampert, the CEO and co-founder of GrowGeneration. To good times ahead, my
Cheers,
friend.
much love.
Thanks so much.